Choose the correct answer from the given ones. Question number 1. If f of x equals cotan 5x minus pi, then f dash of pi over 4 equals one of these. So f dash of x equals the derivative of cotan 5x minus pi. The derivative of cotan is negative cosec square, the same angle 5x minus pi, multiply the derivative of the angle itself. So what is the derivative of 5x? It's 5 minus the derivative of pi is 0. Of course, we make the derivative with respect to x. So f dash of x equals negative 5 cosec square 5x minus pi. But the required here is to find 5 f dash of pi over 4. So f dash of pi over 4 equals negative 5 cosec square 5 multiply, instead of x we substitute pi over 4 minus pi. So the result equals negative 5 cosec square 5 pi over 4 minus pi, which equal pi over 4. So we substitute pi over 4 equals 45. So we have here negative 5 cosec square 45. To find or to calculate the result of this answer, it is equal negative 5 multiply 1 over, we know that cosec is the reciprocal of the sine. So we have negative 5 multiply 1 over sine square 45, which equal negative 5 multiply 1 over sine square for sine 45 is 1 over root 2, or you can do it on your calculator. So the result equals negative 10, and we choose letter D. Next question, question 2. If y equals cosec 2x, the required is to find dy dx at x equals pi over 6. dy dx, the first derivative with respect to x, equals the derivative of cosec theta equals negative cosec cotan, negative cosec theta cotan theta. But here we have cosec 2x, so its derivative, first derivative, negative cosec 2x dot cotan 2x multiply the derivative of the angle itself. The derivative of 2x is 2. Now the required is to find dy dx when x equals pi over 6. So substitute x equals pi over 6, we get dy dx equals negative 2, this 2 here, cosine 2 multiply pi over 6, sorry, cosec 2 multiply pi over 6, it is pi over 3 dot cotan pi over 3. Substituting x equals pi over 6. Pi over 6 multiply 2 equals pi over 3. Now we can change the radian measure to 60 measure, to degree measure. So we have negative 2 cosec, considering pi equals 180, 180 over 3 equals 60, 60 degrees, dot cotan pi over 3 is 60. So we have it is equal negative 2 multiply 1 over sine 60 multiply 1 over tan 60. Okay, here we can use calculator. So we have negative 2 multiply 1 over sine 60 multiply 1 over tan 60. Tan 60. The result equals negative 4 over 3. Negative 4 over 3, and we choose letter B. Next question. F of x equals 6 square x minus tan square x. So f of x equals 1, as 6 square minus tan square equals 1. So f dash of x equals 0. It means f dash of negative 1 equals 0 also. So the solution at letter B. Question 4. F of x equals 5 minus 2 cotan x power 3. So f dash of x equals 3 multiply 5 minus 2 cotan x all power 2 multiply the derivative of the bracket, the quantity between two brackets here. So the derivative of 5 is 0 minus 2 multiply derivative of cotan. The derivative of cotan is negative cosec square. Negative multiply negative equals positive. So we have 2 cosec square of x. Now substituting x equals pi over 4. So f dash of pi over 4 equals 3 multiply 5 minus 2 cotan pi over 4 all square multiply 0 multiply 0 plus 2 cosec square x. It is 2 cosec square pi over 4. So the result equals here 3 Before that we change the form of the ratios to be 5 minus 2 to multiply 1 over tan pi over 4, and the tan pi over 4 is tan 45. Tan 45, considering pi over 4 equals 45 as pi in radian measure, multiply 2 multiply cosec square is 1 over sine square 45 again. The result equals 108, and we choose letter D. Question number 5, we have y equals sine x minus 1 over 3 sine power 3x. The required is to find dy dx. dy dx equals space power 3. So dy dx equals the derivative of sine is cosine x minus 3 over 3 sine square x, as the derivative of sine power 3 is 3 sine square, multiply the derivative of sine itself. It will be cosine x. So the result equals, we can take cosine x as a common factor. Cosine x multiply cosine divide cosine equals 1 minus, here is 3 over 3 equals 1. Sine square x multiply cosine x divide cosine x equals sine square x, which equal cosine x. 1 minus sine square equals cosine square. So we have cosine power 3x. So between brackets we put cosine x and the result in letter C. Next question. Question number 6, y equals tan x plus 1 over 3 tan power 3x. Here the required also is to find the dy dx. dy dx equals the derivative of tan is 6 square. 6 square x plus, here we have 3. The derivative of tan power 3 is 3 tan square x dot the derivative of tan x itself. The derivative of tan is 6 square. 6 square x, of course, the same angle without any change. So here we have 6 square plus 3 divided 3 equals 1. Tan square, 6 square, we can take 6 square as a common factor. Here 6 square x multiply 1 plus tan square. Tan square x and tan square plus 1 equals 6 square. So we have 6 square x multiply 6 square x, as 1 plus tan square equals 6 square, which equal sec power 4 x. So between bracket we put sec x and we choose letter B. Question number 7, here is the required is to find f dash of 0. First we find f dash of x and don't substitute x equals 0 at the beginning of the solution. First we must calculate f dash of x. F dash of x equals, here we have two functions, the product of two functions. The derivative of the first is cosine x dot the second function itself without any change, plus the first function is sine x multiplies the derivative of the second function. The derivative of sec is sec tan. So the derivative of sec 2x is sec 2x dot tan 2x. Putting x equals 0 here, f dash of 0 equals cosine 0 dot sec, it is 1 over cosine sec 2 multiply 0 sec 0. So we have 1 over cosine 0 plus sine 0, 0 degrees of course, dot sec 0 tan 0, because 2 multiply 0 equals 0 and 2 multiply 0 equals 0. So here we have 1 multiply 1 over cosine 0 equals 1 plus sine 0 equals 0. So this term equals 0 and the result here equals 1, and we choose letter C.